What is up, everybody, and welcome, guys. It is your boy Nick the Odd Oddish, and I just wanted to invite you guys along today because I vended a show yesterday and got a bunch of new cool pickups. You know, you guys always see this part of the collection, and before we go over this, I wanted to show you guys like another part of my collection here that we don't normally get to see. Like, you guys see this, right? We have the stairway with all the cool stuff over here. Hello, SpongeBob. Look at that. Breakpoint, Phantom Forces, Team Up, Evolutions, Dragon Majesty, right? We got cool stuff like that. And then we come down here and check it out. In the front room, we have that up there with all the Switch collection, some Lego builds. And as you see right there, we got some Chromie MetaZoo boxes. And then we have some more Chromie MetaZoo boxes, some UFO. I don't know, I have I think 8 or 9 of these. We've opened up a few trying to complete the set. Real cool, real fun. Bunch of our Lego builds with the kids. Look at all those Hello Kitty builds right there. That's what I'm talking about. So let me show you guys now this part and continue this video here real quick here. And here we are back up here, right? And now we're gonna go over to the little card section. All right, here we are back at the chair. My hand's blocking the view. Are you guys ready? Check it out. Bam! Look at all these crazy pickups, bro. Picked up so many booster boxes. We got 3 UFO. We have a Seance box, MetaZoo base set, but it is 2nd edition, booster box. All of these, I never had these before. These are spell books, and they come with 10 packs, sealed promo, coin, sleeves, and I kind of want to get the sleeves out of there and see what they look like. And yeah, I didn't have the Seance box. We'll go over prices of what I paid. I got this little pinata smash thing with some Care Bears that I'll rip with the kids. And then, of course, I brought one of my Chromie boxes up just to show you. I already had this one, but I picked up all of this stuff here. So we're going to go over that real quick. So, some of the breakdown I got here. I'll go over what I did. I really didn't pull out any actual money. A lot of this I got in trade. There was a sports guy that got a lot of this, and he was like, I just don't want to take it home. You know, he's willing to blow it out at super cheap prices. Everything was like $5 or $10. Like I said, I already have this. These are doing like $70 still, but I bought these like a 10-pack for like $300 a couple years ago, closer to when it failed, just because my kids love Hello Kitty, Chromie in particular. My younger loves My Melody, so the set is just like a bajillion% perfect. It's one of the coolest card sets ever, honestly. I love it myself. And these spell books were down to $5, $10, $10. These were all $10. And I traded like an Ultra Prism pack, a Sun and Moon base pack, a Steam Siege pack. That's really it. Like, it wasn't that much of stuff. I just traded some loose packs that I've had forever, you know, and just a few of them just to pick all this up, just because it's like, I don't know, I feel like it's a weird, fun part. Not fun, I mean, not fun for the owners of it, but it's like a weird part of card history, and like I was always watching it and like seeing what happened, just kind of watching it from afar, and I just can't believe how cheap some of these are. Like this UFO boxes, there was a place when MetaZoo went out of business, when they went bankrupt, they must have had a lot of their pallets at like distribution centers or places that like warehouse and ship the orders and stuff like that, maybe 3PL companies. And there was this one store on eBay, like they're still on there, you can go up there now and they'll sell multiple boxes of MetaZoo stuff. And like, I remember they had these, it was like 6 boxes shipped for like $20 for free shipping. And then the Chromie boxes, there was an auction one time and I got like 10 of them for like $300. And yeah, the rest of these I've never owned. Like, I just got this because I was like, man, $10 for a base set box, it's just interesting. I always did kind of want to get like the 1st edition failed MetaZoo box, just, I don't know, because the price was so high. And they dropped down to nothing. I have no idea what they are. I haven't looked at them for a while, but I haven't really thought of like the old MetaZoo until yesterday. Except when I was in Dallas, I was talking to the MetaZoo team because they've been set up at all the card shows and collecticons, mainly collecticons. And I was talking to them, and like I was talking to the artists and they gave me a sketch card, and like I really want to take some time and sit down and play and learn the new game. Like Zach Gem Mint Pokemon, like you see him in my thumbnail or my like account thumbnail. He's always over there, and I just want to learn the game. And like the people that work at the MetaZoo just seem like such a cool group of people, and I have so much fun hanging and chatting with them that I want to learn more about the game. Like I did the video where I opened the MetaZoo pack. I got that magazine with the pre-release packs and stuff like that. I just haven't bought any like new boxes or anything, but I'm kind of watching it from afar. I think it's a really neat thing. I'm excited to see what they do with the company and everything. So I picked these up. And again, like all of these, I just think it'll be a weird part of the MetaZoo history as long as MetaZoo keeps moving and going and growing. Like I think there'll be a room where people will like want to see what the MetaZoo 1 is. MetaZoo 1 cards are not compatible with the MetaZoo cards, so these are like, it's completely like a dead TCG, and it's just more of a piece of history. But either way, like everything you see here is like what, $75 or something like that I paid. It was like nothing, you know. And again, I didn't have to pay cash for it, and just being a card person, I don't know, there's just something about it that made me want to bring them home. So here it is to add with all my other MetaZoo stuff. I'm totaling a few $100s for all the boxes I have. And we're actually going to open one of these today because I want to see what the sleeves look like. I kind of want to get the sleeves out and maybe use them for my Pokemon deck, see what they look like. Also, a cool pickup I got I wanted to show you guys. Check all this out right here. If I can get the lid off. Bam! It's like 30 packs or whatever, mostly Destined Rivals, like 4 or 5 art sets of each, and then I got one art set of Journey Together, just because I love Journey Together. But they're like, these were $7, these were $8, and I figured if you're paying that high, it's probably worth it better to get more Destined Rivals. I'm totally into Destined Rivals and want it as a long-term hold and want to get my hands on as much of it as possible. I love the set so much. So I got these, just traded some singles for them, 1-to-1 with another vendor that had hundreds of them. So there we go. That's just kind of a long-term hold for me, just to add to my Destined Rivals position. All right, so let's see here. Let's go over some of the singles I got too. I had a Destined Rivals booster box, and I traded for all these singles. I had 2 Destined Rivals booster boxes. I was gonna keep it, but I just brought it with. I brought a Chilling Reign and a Destined Rivals, and I was like, I'll hold on to whatever one doesn't sell. But I already have a Destined Rivals, and I kind of wanted to keep the Chilling Reign anyways, just because it already has more age on it, and Destined Rivals is only 2 or 3 sets old, so I wanted to hang on to the Chilling Reign anyways, and right now they're like the same price. So I got another Team Rocket's Nidoking. I think this is one of the greatest cards from Destined Rivals. I love this card. Shout out my boy Matt. This is the greatest Nidoking art. I mean, the crystal's pretty bad to the bone too, but I do love this one. I bought it before for 100, graded it in a 10, sold it for like 5. So I had to replace this one because I am putting the master set together. As you can see, this one, the centering is not that good, so it's a great binder copy. And this was valued at 100. And I got to take in $480 worth of stuff for this Destined Rivals booster box. So we traded at 80%. So it's really like they have to trade 120, to my 100. And a lot of these singles I feel like were pretty cheap right now. So I feel like the upside on the singles is greater than the Destined Rivals booster box in the short term. The Destined Rivals booster box has grown so much already. It's been so strong, at $400 price point that, even if it goes to 5, whatever, I just feel like all these cool singles I got have a better chance to grow faster. And the upside too is if I can just find 1 or 2 good grading candidates that would get a 10, that will really, set this trade apart. So, and I did get the Destined Rivals booster box 2 trade, so I just did what I was supposed to do with it. All right, we got this Piplup right here, one of my favorite cards right now because these beautiful sunflowers. We actually pulled one, or no, I traded for one already at like $24, and now they're down to $15, so I got another one of them. This beautiful Mew, these are just at like 80, 90 bucks, and they're back down to 50, so I think that was a great price to get in on that. These Gengars were just at like $50, they're back down to 30, so I've always loved these cards. I think it's a super slept on Gengar. Even at the 50, I always felt like that's pretty cheap. Like, all my other copies I have, I just kind of held on to them because I feel like that'll be $100 card in no time at all. Another Charizard EX from Obsidian Flames. That's very cool. Excited about that. You know, I was trying to find cards that that'll look good in the booth and that people want to buy or trade for. And if they want to trade into even more cards like this, it just makes my trade deal better and better and better. And then I got this Marshadow with the Pikachu. These were just at like $30. They're down to $13. So I was like, that's probably the better price to get in these at. $30 is probably a little steep. But they did touch that height, so who knows? They can probably kind of get there again. Picked this one up yesterday. Different trade though. Let's see, some of these are my already show cards. Dude, I had this at the show for $350 and it just sold on my eBay for $400, so that's cool. I'll have to ship that out Monday. This Gengar I've had, Charizard, Poliwrath, Zora, Pika Pika. I sold 2 of these yesterday for $5 a piece. Took them in from a trade a while ago. First edition Hitmonchan, Jolteon, first edition Golbat, prize stamp Glaceon. All right, these are some of the cards I already had in my booth, so now we should be on to the new cards here. All right, so these, I was trading a box, and the guy just wanted to bring the price down a little bit, so I got some cards, a few that I needed for my Destined Rivals. This Brock, because it was just $2, shout out Brock. And then the Switch was only like $1 or $2 as well, but I'll use it for my deck, bling it out. So I've been buying cards like for that too now. Cool trainers. That's why playing the TCG is so cool. It like gives you a different reason to connect with cards, you know? Like normally you'd have a Switch and you'd be like, oh, that's trash, move along. But it'll look great in the deck. For $3, like, come on. All right, I got another Miriam just because this card's still like 20, 25 bucks and it's a gorgeous card. I love it. Here's another one of those Gengars, just because I feel like it'll be an easy sale. This I got for my binder. I love this card. I want to get like a whole binder page of them. Imagine all these, 12 of them next to each other, 4 by 4 even, so 16. It would just be like a big, loving pile of squishy Wigglytuffs and Jigglypuffs. Like, how cute would that be? Picked this bad boy up right here. This was valued at like $100. Not too long ago, it was just the $200 card, so I feel like how much lower can it go? I feel like it's a great deal, and man, is that beautiful. Got 2 Charmanders, gorgeous card, beautiful card. And man, I was wondering, does this go with that Squirtle that's in like, what is it, Twilight Masquerade or something like that? Because I noticed a Charmander's looking out the window, there's Pidgeys here, and is the Squirtle supposed to be over here? I just kind of, it dawned on me, I was watching a video, and it made me think of that. Let me know if you guys know. Charizard VMAX and V, they're like 20 and 30 bucks. Great deal for that card. Picked up 2 of the Bulbasaur Mega Evolutions. I forgot how much those were. Another Marshadow, they were $13. Man, this card, I couldn't believe it. It's only like 50 bucks right now. This card was a $200 card back in the day when Matt and I pulled it. What a beauty. Picked up this Cleffa. Super excited about that. I've been wanting this card. I think I've owned it and sold it a couple times, but I just never held on to one. But the way I acquired this one in the trade, I think I might just hold on to it. And then these, I think, are like cheaper cards, but I needed to bring up a trade. Oh, Gumshoes. I always pick these up because they're like $6, and I really like this card. I think it's funny how people call it the Trump Gumshoes. I totally see it, and I'm just at $6. If somebody brings them to my table, I'm gonna buy. All right, I picked up these 2 Magic cards. They're holos. This Mr. Krabs, because in our family, I'm Mr. Krabs because I'm the business owner and I was pinching pennies and this and that. I just understand him the older I get. So, and then my daughter, Maddie, her favorite, you guys know Maddie, is Squidward. So I picked her up this cool holo Squidward. She hasn't seen it yet. I got to go show her. And then lastly, look at that. For my Generations Radiant Collection, picked up this Flareon. It was more valued at $40. Does have some whitening, but it's in really good condition. Most of my other like Generations cards are wrecked and super heavy duper, super duper heavy play. So there we go. There's that. Went through the singles. Put these up here. You guys seen all the different MetaZoo. So we got 9 of these spell books here. 1 of those boxes, 1 of the Seance, 3 of the UFO to add to all of my other MetaZoo that we have. So let's do this. And score the plastic. Get a little holy boly. I never opened one of these spell books. I've always seen them online and was always curious to see what they look like. The wrap for MetaZoo is pretty nice. Alright, let's see. Oh man, I think I still need this because we have a little sticker. Alright, so it is first edition 2022 MetaZoo Cryptic Nation. Let's see what these little spell books look like. I always thought like the idea of the product was cool. A little book. You can feel they feel like packed. It's like a little booster box type thing. Alright, so you open it like that. How cool. Got a cool play mat with some cool MetaZoo art. They're, you know, watercolors that they're known for. Little rule book, that's cool. Alright. Here's our UFO promo. UFO 1 per spell book. Beasties from MetaZoo UFO set gain 25 life, 25 attack damage until the end of this turn. Here's what that art looks like. Man, it's like my phone. Oh wait, I think I know why it's kind of blurry. There we go, this is better. But the cool art, I like it. Neat. Neato. This must be a brick of energy. It's an aura brick. Alright, here's the sleeves. MetaZoo UFO. That'll be funny on my Pokemon deck. And then we have our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 packs. And then these must be like counters, damage counter type things. But how cool. What a neat little product though. I do like the idea that they had. I think it's pretty neat. Let's see what we get out of these. I don't know what I'm looking for. I don't know what would be considered hits. But I do like looking at the art. That's always cool. Resurrected from the afterlife. That's funny. Alright, Dragon's Rise. That's a cool card. And then Evil Wings rare. And some more auras. Alright, sweet. Like I said, again, I have no idea what I'm looking for, but we just love opening some cards, so we'll have fun doing that. I did open some UFO before because I got those UFO booster boxes so cheap, and we would just open them with the kids, kind of just see what they look like. Johnny Appleseed, Riverside Monster, Bookmark Blue, Energy Being. Alright, Iridescent Orb, how cool. And this is a reverse, and then this is our rare, Sunset Finality Orb. I'm pretty sure that's how it goes. That's my reverse and then my rare, right? I would assume. I'll put the hollows on that side, rares on that side, and we'll go through and look at them at the end. Alright, next. Another Johnny Appleseed, laser gun, tinfoil suit, Reapers, alright, Lubbock Lights, and Water Submerge, and some aura. Get these packaronis out of here. Well, the show was a fun show. It was 2.5 hours away in Green Bay, Wisconsin. But it was super cold, man. It was literally like 0 degrees, and I feel like a lot of people stayed in. I feel like a lot of people right now are, you know, needing money for holidays. I know that's how it is for my family, being a dad and all. Proctor Valley Monster. And then that rare. But it was a lot of fun, though. Got some cool... Yeah, this, I got a prismatic... another Tyranitar Lucario Premium Collection, so that's my 3rd one of them. Always happy to grab that. And then yeah, all the singles I showed, pretty stoked about them. I think they're a lot of cool cards. Dark Shard Meteorite. Alright, I like it. And Mountain Boomer. Oh, look how cute that is. Here's the same art as the Sleevey Wonders we got. I wonder how much the original price of these spell books were. With 10 packs, so it's basically a third of a booster box. Maybe 40, 50 bucks, something like that. Alright, Speedmon. 5-legged turtle, it looks like. Sheep token, nice. Ocean, that's cool. And Cosmic Aura. I love the art, though. The art's really good. Yeah, let's put our little promo. Oh, you can't see it anyways. Just put the promo right there. This is a lot of fun for $5. The guy was selling a lot of these boxes, though. And there was another dude that was selling them as well. Sparky Lushy. Isn't that the Speedmon right there? Or Sparky Slushy? And Pocket Dimension Orb. And then Tree, Mountain, Water Aura. But yeah, he was selling them at the like $10, you know, and $5. And as the show went on, he kept dropping the price. It was cool being able to trade for him. It's funny that I'm like learning about MetaZoo now after, you know, it's all done and over with. For the MetaZoo. I know MetaZoo. Not taken away from them. I'm excited to watch them. That's why I was excited to get these, because I just like seeing what was and what they're doing to the brand now. You know, I'm super interested into seeing just what happens. All right. Look at that guy, Burnout. Headless Cannon, Robo Flowers, the Ocean Calls, Frost Ring, Spirit Shadow, Omen, Secret Orb Reverse. Man, some of these orbs look so cool. Houston Batman. Look at that, that's funny. And Radioactive, Dark Aura. Alright, folks, we are on our last pack of UFO. I know you guys have been dying to see a UFO opening here on YouTube. Maybe the only one left. I was kidding. It was really fun, though. Rougarou, the Time Machine Blueprint, Crop Circles, Lubbock Lights, Caramel Area Creature, let's go, and Evil Winds. Cannonball Token, Daybreak Dawn, Cosmic Aura, let's go. There we go. Look at that, guys. Whole bunch of bulk to make some cool decks. And then here's all our holographic hits here. Take a look at these. Oh, I got 2 Omen. Oh my gosh, so we got the regular and reverse, I guess, right? Yeah. And then is it also a regular holo too? Or a non-holo rare? No? Okay, so it must be like a holo rare, and we got the reverse holo. Sparky Slushy. And then there's the Speedmon. Yeah, it is like the same dude in these pictures here. Dark Shard Meteorite. Proctor Valley Monsters. Lubbock Lights. Iridescent Orb. Dragon's Rise. Caramel Area Creature. No, I'm just kidding. I'm going through them again. But yeah, there we go. There's our opening for $5 plus our promo. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for checking out all my awesome new MetaZoo cards collection that I picked up. Thank y'all. I love you so much. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace. Oh yeah, and Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. Love y'all.